Today's video is inspired by cinnamon and gold, and we're getting close to Christmas, and I wanted to show you something that would be a little bit outside the box and with the gold and the cinnamon colors. So I hope that you enjoy this look. This is also a collaboration with the fabulous Mika. She is amazing. She has a channel. I will link her video in the description box below. You have to see the look that she came up with and how she achieved this look. If you're coming from Mika's channel, welcome to my channel. I hope that you enjoy this look. And if you haven't yet, please hit that button and subscribe to my channel. Now let's get started on this look. I'm going to use this It Cosmetics Foundation CC Plus foundation. I love this stuff. This is so good. I'm gonna put this all over. Oh, I'm using the shade medium. I always put lightly on my forehead just because I don't want it to be too thick. I like applying foundation with a beauty blender. I feel like I get the best coverage, and it's sheer. It's not too. I feel like the brush is just too much. It applies too much foundation on my face. I'm going to use this concealer. This is the Tarte Shape Tape. I always want to say tape shape. I don't know why. Shape Tape concealer, and I'm going to put that under my eyes. I'm going to put this a little bit on my nose, around my nose too. I just like to conceal around my nose, under my eyes, around my lips. And I don't put too much of this concealer because it's very full coverage. So I try to just dab a little bit and blend it with my beauty blender. I found that this is the best way to blend this concealer. I've tried using my fingers, and it applies it a little bit too thick for me. So I like the beauty blender application much better. I haven't tried it with a brush though. I want to try it with a brush to see how it would feel, but how it would apply. But for now, I'm just going to use the beauty blender. And I drag it down all the way to my cheeks because I want to highlight that area too. Oh, and I'm using the color light medium. If you want to know what products I'm using, check the description box below. Sometimes I forget to say what color or the name of the product, but I will always link it in the bottom, so you can check that out. Okay, this coverage is looking good. That's all I need to do, really. I do want to put a little bit on my nose. I feel like I need more coverage right around here because I have some freckles and, like, I guess it's sun damage. Freckles are sun damage, right? Most likely. So I do like to put a little bit more coverage on my nose just to cover up a little bit of the freckles. I'm not trying to completely get rid of them, but just enough to just kind of fade them out a little bit. Okay, now I am going to set my foundation and concealer with a powder. I am using the Cover FX powder. I have been using it obsessively for the past month that I've had it. So I don't like to over powder my face, so I do just apply this in the areas I need. I just have to tap it. Actually, this has this really nice lid part too that you can kind of tap your brush on, and then I just go under my eyes just to set that concealer. My under eyes, I guess, don't like it when I don't set the concealer. And always run your fingers through if you see any lines before you powder, because if you don't, then you will see that line. It's not going to go away if you powder over it. So make sure that there's no lines anywhere. Even your concealer, if you see any lines under your eyes, always smooth it out with your finger or your beauty blender before you set it, so you don't see those lines. And that's about all I do with my powder. I don't bake. I don't do any of that because it's just too harsh, too much for my skin. So I have been kind of dry lately. The weather change and everything is just, my skin is not, it just needs hydration more than anything. So this Hula bronzer is really nice to just kind of put on your cheek, on your forehead, just to add some color. I'm not trying to contour heavily, so I'm not doing the cream contouring today. I'm just kind of warming up my skin. So you can even do this, kind of do a 3 or a backwards E. And then under the chin, because this double chin is just needs to be taken care of. I'm gonna put a little bit on my nose. Now that I'm done with that, I'm going to, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna get to the eyes. I'm gonna put the NYX HD eyeshadow primer because I have oily lids, and no matter what kind of day it is, my eyeshadow creases. So I do need to do this. But if you don't have oily eyelids and you can just do with the concealer by itself or no primer at all, you can do that. I thought that this would be the best palette to do this look with because it has the cinnamon shades that I am looking for, and that would be this color, and I would probably mix it up with that color depending. Let's see what happens. I'm going to get this brush. This is a Luxie mint tapered brush. Does it say mint? Mini, sorry, not mint. Mini. It's a mini tapered brush. I don't know if I'm gonna need eyeglasses pretty soon, but here we go. I'm gonna use this shade in the crease. This is a matte shade, so I like using this in the crease. I like this mini taper because it's small, so I can get really in there instead of getting the colors all over. It focuses more in the area that I want to apply the shadow. So again, I'm putting this color in the crease. I'm gonna take this color all over the lid. This looks more of a cinnamon color to me actually. Now that I look at it, this has maybe more burgundy. You see that? This has more cinnamon tones. This has more burgundy. I could probably use this to intensify or deepen the colors in the outer corner. Always tap your brush because sometimes there's too much product coming onto your brush. Just kind of put this all over the lid. I think I'm going to take this and this color, so we'll see how much I need to deepen. But first I'm going to start with this because it's lighter. Yeah, I think this is a good one to kind of gradually darken the outer part. It's a little bit more red, so I am going to go over it with this darker tone. I'm going to deepen. I just realized I forgot my eyebrows. So I'm going to fill in my eyebrows to make sure that I'm, you know, I can judge my eyeshadow, how much I need to put on, because once I put my brows on, sometimes I need to go a little bit darker. I need the brows. So I'm going to use the Brow Wiz. This is a dark brown color, and I'm going to fill in my brows. And to make my eyebrows blend a little bit better as far as my hair color and my brows go, I feel like sometimes my brows get too dark. So I go over it with this number 2 brow, Gimme Brow by Benefit. This is their older packaging. I still have it, so I'm just going to use the older packaging, Brow Wiz. But now I think they have 3 or 4 colors that they added to their line. Now I'm going to take this Real Technique smudge brush, and I'm going to get this color that we used in our crease. I'm going to put that on the lower lash line. I'm going to take this darker shade and this one and mix it up and put it just on the outside part of my eye. I'm trying to think how I'm going to describe that. outside part right here. I was thinking about putting a base of gold eyeliner, and then I'm going to top it off with this heavy metal glitter liner so you could see more gold, because when I just put this on by itself, it's a very subtle gold, but I think with this it's gonna look really dramatic. I like using the angled brush, but you can use these type of brushes too, the fine brushes, but for me this is more comfortable. So I'm gonna get some water. I have some water here. You can use water. You can use water, or you can use primer water. I'm just gonna use some water, and I'm gonna do a thick line. I love using the pigment as eyeliner because it makes it so easy to draw your liner. It's great. I love it. So for hooded eyes, you want to keep your eyes open and make sure that you don't get that little crease. I'm gonna do my liner a little bit lower so I don't get any creasing. I finished putting on that eyeliner, gold pigment eyeliner, and now I'm gonna go over it with this Heavy Metal by Urban Decay. I'm gonna draw right over it to add some glitter to it. Just brighten it up a little bit. I'm going to use this L'Oreal Voluminous. I'm going to use this L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon. I'm going to just go over my lashes to make them a little bit darker and getting them ready for my false lashes. So for the blush, I'm going to use the Tarte blushes. This is my favorite color to use on the apples. These two are my favorite colors to use on the apples of the cheeks. And then this one just all over. I forgot how pigmented these things are. I have to go light. Just kind of go very gentle on the apples. Okay. I miss this highlighter. I haven't used it in so long. There's some craziness going on this powder. It looks like I have powder on it. I don't know what's going on. And I'm taking a lot. And I'm going to put some of this spray. This is water primer. Just going to put it on there. And then put it on the high points of the cheeks. I only stop right there. I don't go around, because I found that it actually enhances fine lines. So I don't want to enhance my fine lines. I'm just going to keep it on top of my cheeks and my nose. And I just pinch it and go dot on my nose and take it up. I love the ombre look. So I'm going to do, this is called Americano. And this one was the Kathleenlights one, so I'm going to mix them together. Yeah, this works. I'm going to put a little bit of this on top. I'm just going to dab it, dab, dab. Just a tiny bit. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this makeup tutorial and collaboration. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. I upload weekly. And have an awesome week. I'll see you next time. Bye.